Compound Audio, we specialise in digital and analogue mixing and mastering, catering for major record labels, independent labels and self-finance artists.
Right now it's Azza from TNA. I'm here to let you know that I use Compound Audio for mastering.
This is Devilman and I use DAPS at Compound Audio, yeah?
Hi, my name's DJ Rap and I have been working with DAPS from Compound Audio to master my records for the last 10 years.
Yo, this is DJ Fantasy, SAS in the house. And you know what? We use Compound Audio for all our mastering.
It's TJ, label A&R at D&B All Stars, and whenever it comes to getting tunes finalised and mastered, I go to DAPS at Compound Audio.
Yo, this is X-Man, and standardly I work with DAPS down at Compound Audio.
For more information, go to www.compoundaudio.net.
Yes, party people. What we spraying? What are we spraying? Yes, Ethel, London, Scotty Ups, SRS, London, Induction. We're all here, party people. Ballisticus, yo. Big ups. This is how we do it. So, Bush, you were saying that your roof has come off. I mean, what's that about? We've got some absolute corkers today. 10 tunes lined up once again. Let's just start off with the first one, which is a track by a good friend of mine called J-Set. And he's been out of action for a while, and he sent me a tune just over the weekend. He's done a remix. He's done a little remix or some bootleg or something anyway. So check this out, people. Let me know what you think. J-Set in the place.
me like a heart, no matter what till it is. Warriors surround her everywhere I go. No time for the client, the blessings must flow. Them not have no love in them heart. Could no be the same road the Rasta man a walk on. I walk with goodness, yeah. Rasta boy, bring your goodness. Anything you bless it up be good. The wicked in the place in firewood, yes. Why? I walk with goodness, why? Rasta boy, bring your goodness. And anything you bless it up be good, yes. Bless the wicked in the place in firewood, yes.
Yo, yo, yo. Big tune to start off with. So, track ID, a track by J-Set. As I say, it's a nice little chill tune to start the show, you know what I mean? I'm just reading some of your comments now. Doms, welcome in, bro. Jungle Rhythms, what we say, man. DJ Ride, big ups. So we're all here. Wicked. So for me, like just listening to it, some of the drums just need quantizing a little bit. I don't know if the sample, you know, like the vocal, I don't know if that's like got the drums behind it, you know, from the original track. But maybe like that's what I can hear sort of lagging a little bit when it's playing with the drums. It just feels a bit loose in places. But J-Set has actually sent me this track in stems, so he wants me to mix and master this tune. So I said to him, look, well, before you do that, let me play it on the show, let me see what people are saying and get some bit of feedback. So what's everyone saying then? Let's have a look. Yeah, he just needs a bit of if the drums are in there with the vocal, yeah, absolutely right, it just needs EQing out. SRS reminds you of an American ragga producer, Baby Demo. The thing is, like, there's a lot of this style of like D&B, do you know what I mean? This style of drum and bass, I call it safe bet. Do you know what I mean? It's like that borderline, a bit of ragga D&B. You know, you can't go wrong with that. You know what I mean? So, because I'm going to mix this down, there's no point in going in deep on what I think you should do, because I'm going to do it anyway. But some of the things that I did feel was there's a lot of mids around 300 hertz, you know, in that B line. I think it's mainly in the B line. You know, some of the top end needed to sparkle a bit more. But as I say, these are just real generic, simple things, which I'll be able to fix in the mix down anyway. So really looking forward to jumping that one. But J-Set, if you're watching, bro, big ups, man. I really enjoyed that, and I'm so glad that you're back on the buttons as well, mate. So expect more from him. Right, let's move on to the next one, which is, let me have a look now. Confide. Are you in the chat, bro? Are you in there? So Confide, this one's you. Man like Ballisticus, you know. I always forget that's your alias name, like Confide Ballisticus. But bro, oh my days, man, this is really, really cool. There's just one or two things that need to be played with here, and I think Induction mentioned it as well. Like the image of the tune is quite weak, but yet the reese and stuff is really, really big. So you're actually saying something now. So I would make the pads more mono and add some width to the reese to get a balanced image. This is exactly what I was going into now. So if we play the track again, we'll just break it down. Look, so in the insides. So all you've really got going off in the sides is the atmospheres and, you know, all the cinematic sort of sounds, which is great, which is absolutely brilliant. If anything, some of those whooshes and the, you know, the sweeps and stuff, they are a bit too loud. Like these things here. Them like, you know, all them sort of things. Bring them down ever so slightly. If you've got something like Soothe, or if you've got Gulfos, or if you've got Isotope's stabilizer, just whack that on the sides, because if you're using stabilizer, you can set that to mid-side mode, and then on sides, just set it in cut, and trust me, mate, it will just take care of that for you. Yeah, that shh. They're the things that are really loud. You can kind of see it on the on span here. See what I'm saying? Like, you can actually see it there coming through. So big ups for the follow, Isaac. Yes, Isaac, via the thickness. Big ups. You could submit a tune at feedback@compoundaudio.net and we will feature that on the next show. I will put the link in the chat box in a minute. But yeah, so for me, as I say, turn down those overall width, you know, the width of the cinematic sounds and all the textures and the ambience and stuff like that. It just needs to come back because it's overtaken ever so slightly. Now, with the drums, it would be nice if you can get some sort of imaging on the drums, like the hi-hats or the top part of the snare. So think of anything higher the frequency, the more you want to try and get more width on. So that can be done by panning, like duplicate a hat, pan one to the left, pan one to the right, but then alter the pitch ever so slightly, or alter the EQ on it ever so slightly, so that it doesn't give you that Hass effect, but it does give you the width because they are slightly different. Or you could just get one hi-hat, process the crap out of another, but, you know, keep it relatively the same, pan it out 50% left, right, whatever, and you will get a natural stereo. In Isotope 11, I believe it is, there's a new feature in the Imager plugin. It's pretty cool when used correctly. So a lot of people tend to use the Imager and they just put it on this stereoizer mode. And if we do that, I'll just press play in sides so you can hear what's going on. So this is sides. And then if we use the Imager, notice how everything feels scooped. It feels like it's got like this hollowness to it. Like, listen. And if I press play in stereo, check out the phase. Even if we set it to 50% wet, 50% dry, it's still going to phase. So this is the trick. The new feature in Ozone 11, which I don't think many people know about, and I don't see any videos on this either. If you go here, you've got this new feature, transient and sustain. So you can now affect the width of the transients or the width of the sustained part of it. So if for those of you that use split EQ, you can EQ either the transients or like the tone, and that's what this does. So you've got the transients, and look at sustain as the tone. So ideally we want to just put like a band split at about 300 hertz. Then we want to affect everything from 300 hertz and up, but in sustain mode only. Now check the difference here, look. Notice how you're not getting the transient snap from the kicks or snares. You're not getting it like from the hats. What you are getting is the stereo image now, but not phased, because The problem is that it's the transient hits that your brain picks up and goes, oh, there's like a subtle delay, or there's a subtle phase going on. So in this mode, sustain, I've got it on 80% like affected, and listen to it now. Then we bypass. There's no difference, you see what I'm saying? So this is a great new way of achieving stereo imaging by doing the Hass effect, but without the phase. So there's a little top tip for you there, party people. Something I've been definitely using in people's mixdowns and stuff. I probably wouldn't do it across a whole entire tune, but definitely can do it on the bus. You know, if some of the elements have a really awful stereo field, or it's just crap reverb, and you actually want some of the sound. So that's just a nice little way of achieving that.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Bruh.
Right, so as we move on, we're going to slow the tempo down because we've got man like Wenlock in the place. Are you in the chat, my brother? Some wicked tune this is, people, for those that like the hardcore, the old school original 160, I believe, or 150, could be something around there. But anyway, Wenlock, this is you, my DJ. There he is, big ups. Scotty Ups, Wenlock, my DJ. Trust me, mate, that was pressure. Absolutely was feeling that, man. For me, it's just more like tonal differences that needed to be worked on. The track's definitely there, you know what I mean? You've written it well, it's all put together well, the layout's beautiful. You know what I mean? There's nothing more I can really say about it other than get it to some labels, see what they're saying. Let's pull up the EQ that I pulled up. So yeah, for me, like I say, this is something that I were messing around with here. So if we just go back to a part of the tune and we press play, I will play this with and without the EQ, and just notice how it feels a bit deeper. You know, with this boost here, it looks a lot, but it's not. It's literally 2.8 dBs, I believe. And then I've done like a little dip in the higher mids, and the reason for that is I wanted to create more, in air quotes, an analog sound. Just like literally just to create a bit of warmth. So to do that, we have to scoop away some of that high mids, and you get that perception of warmth. So let's just press play and we'll bypass it on and off. So with it on, and then we'll bypass. So no EQ, with EQ. Notice how it pushes back the main, you know, synths, the theme, the dun 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 dun. So yeah, I mean, I think the reason why you're struggling with the low end a little bit is just because there's a lot of high mids. I feel like you don't need to EQ the whole entire tune because you've got the mix down, obviously. You know, for you just need to reduce some of the synths or some of the mid-range on the drums. I know there's not a lot of percussion going on because it's, you know, the 4 to the floor kick, but also, mate, if you understand that, that's brilliant. I put a low cut on there as well, 20 hertz, and this is really cool. Like this plugin here, man, it's I don't know if you watched any of the videos on these new Tokyo Dawn Labs like plugins. I don't know. I think I mentioned it in the last show that I bought them in the last Black Friday deal because it was a no-brainer deal. Literally got like 4 or 5 plugins for 40 quid, and they're about 20 quid each now. So yeah, I'm quite pleased that I got all them. Right, so moving on, we have DJ Ride in the place.
Drum and bass, we do it major. We cooking up the thing like a blood clot maker. Turn up the bass, then call us back later. Raver, we got the wickedest flavor. Drum and bass, we do it major. We cooking up the thing like a blood clot maker. Turn up the bass, then call us back later. Turn up the bass, then call us back later. Turn up the bass. Drum and bass, we do it major. We cooking up the thing like a blood clot maker. Turn up the bass, then call us back later. Raver, we got the wickedest flavor. Drum and bass, we do it major. We cooking up the thing like a blood clot maker. Turn up the bass, then call us back later. Who's doing it?
Trust me, ready to punch your mum in the throat. You know, one of them ones. Oh my days. Ride, you've smashed it, bro. You've smashed it. I can see SRS asking where to get the tune from, because he's all over Jump Up, mate. Bush, this is you, bro. This is you all over. Trust me, mate. Nah, the nan's been done, mate. It's all about punching your mum in the throat. Ride, you've absolutely smashed this, mate. Like, literally, you've like literally come a long way. You have come a long way, my deej.
You're progressing well. Your sword fighting is fine. As good as your kung fu. You are ready to fight the Shaolin.
Nailgun Stanley, welcome in, brother. Right, so Hazardous is already asking if it's signed. There's just a couple of things. The tune is wicked as it is. You know what I mean? The production, the tonal aspect of it's really, really nice. Not too sure about the swear word. I don't think it's needed. So if you know the MCs in the tune, I don't think it's needed. Like, make it a bit more DJ friendly by removing that and just, you know, changing it. Where are we?
Turn up the bass, then call us back later. We got the wickedest flavor. Jump and bass, we do it major. Make cooking at that table like a blood clot maker.
Yeah, you could, you know what I mean? Just, I'd say switch that up, and it'll be a bit more appealing for radio then. Otherwise, you're going to have to do something anyway. Do you know what I mean? If you've done the vocals, I like it, but you can really hear the backings, like the width on the vocals. So just a little tightening up of the vocals. I'm being really picky here, just so we can say something. Like, tighten up the vocals to the lead and to those backings that are really, really wide, just so you don't get that sort of flutter in the headphones. The snare is absolutely slamming. When I put the multiband compressor on it, it actually sounded pretty good as well, but I hate using like big compressor, like as in big changes using compression across whole tune. I literally put it on purely to control the low end, because there's one or two points in the tune where the bass, that is in the sub, isn't loud enough, and then there's parts where it's where it needs to be. So what I've done is I pushed down where the bass is fine by about 2 dB, 2 or 3 dB, and then just used up makeup gain by 2 dB to sort of bring up where it needs to be, and that's 60 hertz and below, basically. Yeah, good. Yeah, trust me, mate. So I'm just reading some of the comments now. But yeah, you know, he's getting a lot of love there, especially from SRS. He loves it, mate. Okay, mate. Who made it? That's DJ Ride. DJ Ride in the chat. Let's move on. Like, tune called Flavor. Absolutely wicked, mate. So Ride and Jay Banton. But yeah, like I say, for me, the tune's wicked. I think there was another part where I can't think whereabouts it was, but there's like a little overlap of bass and stuff. So the things to go over, mate, is the imaging on the vocals, the overall, like I say, check some of the subs, some of the basses. If there's any overlapping, cut that back. But other than that, mate, it was really, really nice. So big ups there, mate. Big ups, big ups. As we move, man like Induction in the place. So check this one out, people. Induction.
Right now, I have to say, power is a drummer. Right now, I'd have to say power is ephemeral.
Induction, my DJ punching your mum in the throat once again. A lot of love for that one as well, bro. Absolutely smashed it. It was refreshing to hear an induction tune again. As I said to you before, mate, like literally when you hear one of your tunes, you know it's an induction tune. You've just got this sound, like you've just got this overall finish on tunes. I would say that it's not 100% finished. You've probably got a later version of this now, knowing you, because you did send this 2 weeks ago, but you missed the deadline. So what did I put on it? You got really nice loudness, overall loudness in the tune. Great. It sounds solid. It's thick. Really, really nice, mate. I've added about 26% of fresh air. Bush, what you like, bro? Did you fall off the the roof? So I added 26% air, and that's mainly for, I don't know, it's kind of like across the whole tune. I wanted it to be across the whole tune, do you know what I mean? So tell me, did you put like a cut across the tops? Because it feels like you did bring it back a little bit. Oh, no cuts, okay. Yeah, I mean, as I say, if we just press play a minute. You know, we're looking from like 8K and upwards. It really does just start dropping off, and that's with air on. So let me just bypass air. I mean, again, this ain't a bad thing. This is absolutely fine, but it might just be a case that, is it the snare that needs it? Because some of the hats are great. Like you've got this sizzle on one of the hi-hats, like the open hat. It's like a psst, but it's like got this sort of like granular effect to it. I don't know how you do it, man, but it's like you've used some sort of trash or something that offsets the bias. I don't know, but it makes it like go tss. Press play. If I hear it, I'll point it out to you. That there, that it's that, but is that auto pan that's doing that? It's like it makes it go. Yeah. Yeah, it's mad. But now you've just said auto pan, it might just be the fact that it's fluttering so fast left and right. Oh, there you go, mate. That sounds wicked, mate. Nice little move. It sounds like some sort of saturation. So yeah, let's press play again with fresh air on. And then see how it's opened up the tops of the drums, and that sort of, that the bass, it sounds like some filtered 909 bass or something, you know what I mean? The acid 808, sorry, or whatever. Just have a look at like opening up the tops, because I think you've really controlled the drums, everything in this tune, and I think it's got to the stage where now you just need to do like a little high shelf here, a little cut there, and it will really fall together. The other EQ that I placed was a dip at 400 to about 1.5, and it's only a 2 dB cut, but it's mainly from the snare. I think like when I do this cut, it feels like it's not so hard in the middle. So again, we'll press play, we'll bypass, and then you can hear the difference. So that's without, and with. It takes that like edge off the snare, mainly on the snare that I'm hearing anyway. But look at taking away some of that 400 in the snare possibly, and just in the percussion itself, because doing this dip here, I feel like it's opening up the tune more, gives it a bit more clarity, doesn't make it feel so hard on the actual tune. So let's just bypass both plugins. Let's switch them on. So yeah, just a little touch there, you know what I mean? It just helps a little bit, you know what I mean? Right, so as we move, but induction, bro, big ups, man. Who've we got in the chat? Intense Complex, welcome in, bro. 02, what we saying, brother? I hope you're well, mate. Who else is popped in? So yeah, as we move on, we've got Man Like Cosmos, track called Roller version 2. So Cosmos, here we go, Madij, this is you.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Cosmos, my DJ.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Bro, this is like really good. You know, compared to the last tune you sent, which was on a previous show. Although that was a good tune anyway, I think a lot of the comments and also stuff that I was saying was the samples, the vocals and stuff had just been absolutely rinsed and just come again with it. Do you know what I mean? But this is more like original. This is, you can tell now that like you're dipping your toe in the waters and you're sort of like, you're trying something. PC ripped you. yeah, mate, he's a character. I always get him confused with Peasy, like PC. If you watched the show from 2 weeks ago, I'm like, yeah. Have you ever seen a Peasy set? And he's like, that's not me, bro. And I'm like, oh yeah, damn. So that'll be cut once it goes on YouTube. But anyway, going back to the tune, bro. Like I say, man, this is original for me. Just reading some of the comments, you know, people saying the vocals need processing. You know, that it's not bad considering you're just starting, blah blah blah. And it is, for me, this is just like an early tune. I did like your jungle tune you did the other week. I can hear that you're kind of touching bass with a bit of ragga jungle. You've got a drum and bass in here as well. There's like a mix up of two styles going on. You got the Reese bass, which is a bit too dark for jungle, and then obviously like I like the piano, so you got to enjoy it. So yeah, if you're loving it, then cool. You just got to go with the flow and just keep making tunes, because by making tunes you learn more. But at the same time, mate, you know, if you ever come across a tune and you're like, look, I want to get this mixed down properly, or you want to learn more within mixing or whatever techniques and tricks, you know, just reach out, because I do one-to-ones on Zoom, so you know you can see my screen, same as how we are now, apart from you'll see the arrangement page, and we can just do a one-to-one, mix it down, and I'll show you a few little bits and pieces to like sort of develop your sound, or you know how to EQ this or whatever, you know what I mean? Just taking the guessing game out and giving you something to be like, oh okay, cool. Anyway, so bro, there's no point of us sitting here going, oh, at this point this kick comes in, because there's one or two things where I'm like, yeah, like that kick, there's a kick that comes in randomly, and you know there's bits and pieces that need to be, you know, processed differently. Like the vocals is cool, but it is just a sample. It's just a vocal that's like and I could say, right, you need to take out some of the low mids, possibly put some nice delay or like a widening like echo where it bounces left to right or whatever. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep doing this, and by us playing it on the show, you can read what everyone's saying. So yeah, look, you know, London, he's had quite a few one-to-ones with me now, and he's, you know, some of the stuff he's coming with now, he's set on track, he knows where he is, you know. And London, as we always say, bro, from when we first linked in June to what you're doing now is like, you know, you're getting tracks signed by respectable labels, all sorts now, man. Do you know what I mean? So if you've only been doing like music for about 6 months, then, you know, your programming is cool. Do you know what I mean? You can put a tune together. You know, if you are using pre-made loops, then cool. You know, some of us class that as jigsaw tunes, because you are just piecing together bits that are already made. Then once you start getting into programming, like cutting up the kick, cutting up the snare, cutting up a loop, you know, banging stuff into a sampler, twisting it up. You know, me and Papa G, we was only talking about this the other day, how when you listen to jungle music, as in proper drum funk jungle music, the programming on there alone is like, you know, that's a skill in itself. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, we're sidetracking. Thank you for sending that. It's absolutely wicked. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep making tunes. It's the only way you're going to learn. Go on YouTube, watch loads of tutorials, you know, how to process bass. There's loads of tutorials of like copying basses and then save it as a patch. Right, so moving on. We have the bad man in the place. The one like London.
Amogus.
London, oh my days, punching mums in the throat once again. Yeah, big ups for the raid, man, and welcome in as well, mate. When I seen the raid, I was like, this is a different type of stream, you know, one of those ones. But nonetheless, bro, it's always appreciated, you know what I mean? Share the love. Big ups. London, oh my days. See what I'm saying? Like, going back to Cosmos, doesn't need to be a lot, you know what I mean, in order to keep us listening, in order to keep us going and creating a suspense in the track. Again, like, London's just came in and smashed it, just switched it up. And the only thing that I picked up on was tonal again. Like, look, I've just put an EQ on here. I felt like the sub, the actual sub itself was just ringing out. Like, the sub was beefy, mate. And you've got a nice level. So again, you're bringing the track up to where it needs to be, like the ballpark area for, you know, playing it in a mix or playing it against other tunes. So you've done that right. I just feel like maybe you didn't sort of pick up on the sub, like monitoring wise. I mean, it is around 50-60 hertz, so it's a low frequency, and you'll need some good speakers to push that sort of air in the speaker or headphones, you know. Like, regardless, I know we like bass, I know we like the feeling of it, and sometimes we can get carried away, but for me, just lower the sub or compress the shit out of it, mate. Like, literally, you're gonna have to like what we do in the one-to-ones. We get all the basses, we level them out. They are leveled, you know, I'll give you that. So if you've got a number of basses there, you've leveled them lovely. It's just like the overall level, the gain is just a bit too much. So I've brought it down by 2.5 dB, and it felt like it just, you know, sat nicely, you know. So just think about that. There was some like area around 4K. I think that might be from one of the breaks. So let's just press play again. Yeah, this. It's just like a shh. And I think it might just be from the Amon. I'm not too sure. So we'll just bypass. So yeah, you can hear, like, when we just toggle that on and off, it has this shh in the background. So when we put it on, it just takes it away, makes it nice and tidy. So again, in the Amon, yeah, I think it's in the Amon, 4.1K. I've brought it down by about 2.5 dB. And again, it's on a random one. So try that, see how it goes, or do it across the drum bus. But for me, it's more from the Amon. Do you know what I mean? But London, absolutely. It's fucking wicked, bro. Absolutely wicked, bro. So,
what's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scoop, and I'm Bass Duncan with that. Zap it up.
As we move to the one like Papa G in Addy Party. So 808. So I will put the where you can send a tune now. So if you send it to feedback@compoundaudio.net, I will feature that on the next show. I think I should have done that as well earlier for that other guy. Someone else messaged about wanting to submit a tune. We used to have it as a banner where it says Compound Audio on the screen, but I took it off because we were just getting flooded with tunes, which is not a problem, you know. It's great, that's what we want. But yeah, so send a tune, mate, and I'll definitely feature it in the next show. Anyways, as we do this,
Run the track!
Papa G. Trust me, man like Papa G. Reload that shit, man. Let's come again with that. What the hell, man? Jeez. Trust me, mate.
You're progressing well. Your sword fighting is fine. As good as your kung fu. You are ready to fight the Shaolin.
Mate, you absolutely just tore down the show. Like, that's it. I'm going home now. Bye. Wicked, mate. Honestly, the only thing that I pulled out was the multiband on Isotope, just to sort of hold in that sub, because there's some notes where it was going out the box. And yeah, I've again, similar to what I did, I can't remember whose tune it was now. Was it Cosmos? I can't remember. Or was it Ride? It could be Ride's tune, actually, where This time I've set it at about 100 hertz, so everything below 100 hertz, it's got like a 4-to-1, and it's just hammering down on that sub. So some of the notes which were peaking, it's just pushing it down, and that's it. Like, there's so much going on in this tune, I don't even know where to start. Like, oh my gosh, listen. Let's just move on, because he absolutely smashed it, got the wheel up and everything, mate, you know what I mean? So time to switch up the vibe. Man like Drillo G in the place. I know mans are working. He says he's working, you know, so he's like, I'm going to be checking that out, I'm going to be listening, but I'll be at work still. So for all you drill heads out there, man like Drillo G. And as always, Trilogy just loves to just stop us there. Oh, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. Jeez, man like Drillo G, he must be working at the moment, but bro, every time you send a tune in, they get better and better. Because before, I was like, oh, I just need to hear this with an MC on it now, you know, just to piece it all together. I need to hear it with vocals. But this, we just played it start to end. And to be fair, I wasn't even reaching for like EQ, I weren't reaching for anything to sort of alter the sound. You've done a really, really good job on this, mate. Like, check the sides in this. I mean, the lows here look, 30 to 60 hertz. Is it too much? Is it different because it's drill and not drum and bass? Do you know what I mean? We're not looking at like putting this on vinyl, or to me it's not overtaking the sub. It doesn't feel overpowering. It feels controlled, even though like anything around 30-40 hertz in stereo is a bit of a no-no. But this kind of works. Look. You can see there, like the lowest fundamental is way higher than what it is in stereo. And I spoke to Future today as well, and he was like, "Oh, have you got a new tune by Drill OG?" Because he really enjoys his tunes as well. So Soul Rebel Sounds, this is what I'm saying, mate. Like, we all enjoy a drill. Yes, there he is. There he is, Drill OG. He's in the place, bro. We're just saying how sick this is, man. Like, you've done such a good job on it, bro. Like, I can't say anything, or I can't like pick a fault with it. Like I say, the only thing I could really comment on is that low stereo bass, but it feels controlled. It doesn't feel like it's overpowering, as I was saying. So you even making Soul Rebel Sounds want to make some of these tunes. And he's Mr. Jungle. He's like, anything other than jungle just doesn't exist in his world. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like, even who said it as well? Was it you, Cosmos? You saying you're down with the kids now? Down with the kids. No, honestly, mate, I do like drill. I think it's wicked. You know what I mean? I think that style of music is brilliant. Yes, Amiga Point, welcome in. Welcome in. Just in time as well. So your tune is next, mate. So another hard-hitting producer coming into place. So give him a little follow. And we're going to play his track last. But Drill OG, honestly, bro, it's the first time I think where I've said I don't need to hear it with a vocal. Do you know what I mean? The tune it was just riding itself. So, big ups, man. Absolutely wicked. Right, as we move, first of all, just want to big up all the new followers, because sometimes you follow while the track's playing, and like I don't really, talking over the tune's quite difficult. But yeah, so big up all the followers, Viewer Official, is it Frickty? There's quite a few new followers in this show, and we're nearly there at 500 as well, people. That's the goal at the moment, 500. Right, last one as we move to the one like Amiga Point. Track called When Love Is Unkind. So let's do this, party people. Mate, that's why I wanted to use this as the last tune. Not only because I know you was finishing work late, but it's just so musical, so dreamy, and it just, I don't know, I was like just listening to that in my own world. Do you know what I mean? So I was reading some of the comments as well, and you lot all sort of agree as well. Very musical, takes you on a journey. Do you know what I mean? So I pulled this up, right, and it's purely the kick. Like the kick for me is just flapping a bit. Do you know what I mean? I've got too many things open now. So let's just press play a minute, and I'll bypass this on and off, and I'll show you what I mean. So for me, that's what we're listening to. This nub here on the kick. Look. So I'm going to play it without the EQ. And then with. So because you've got that upper bass, which goes like, ooh, you got that, like, it goes up. And that's where the kick's sitting. And because the kick has got this boom slap to it, it's really sort of conflicted. And it would just be nice if you took some of that boom out of the kick. It's like a ooh, it's like an ooh sound. And if you can, just remove that from the kick. So the kick is not so present, but it's there. Like, it needs to be there in the mix. Because what I felt when the tune first dropped was I was more like focused on the kick. Why is it there? Like, why is it like boomy? Like, ooh, like I had a ooh sound to it. And as soon as I removed that, I could enjoy the tune. Do you know what I mean? I could actually enjoy the tune for what it is. But mate, other than that, when it dropped, I did feel like, oh, it needs more sub. Now, I'm not too sure if that's because of like Drillo G's tune or coming from Papa G's tune, you know, the last couple of tunes. The subs was like in the space of their own. Yeah, coming from here. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's as if it just needs a little bit more of that 40 hertz to help with the weight. I mean, it could be the whole seesaw effect, like on, was it a J-Set's tune where we played it and we literally scooped out a load of the high mids and the mids, and it gave you that perception of warmth? Maybe it's a similar thing with this, but for me, the tune is great. Like, bro, you know, thank you so much for sending this in and also giving us a follow. Hopefully you send more tunes, because I really do rate what you're doing, man. And if you lot want to check him out, he's had loads of releases on Locked Up Music. Nice label. Go and check out the Bandcamp and that lot. But yeah, mate, you know, all I can say is go back, check out the kick, remove that ooh from it, and possibly just try and get a bit more clarity on the sub, like a bit more clarity in the lower region of like 40 hertz. It's warm, don't get me wrong, that you can feel the bass, you can hear the bass. I would imagine you could hear this on small speakers as well because of the upper harmonics. You can see the upper harmonics on the spectroscope here, these lines, you know. But yeah, it'd just be nice, this orange line, it would just be nice to be red. You know, it's just these little visual things that we all, when we work and when we listen to music all day, every day, like I obviously use my ears, but I also have some sort of visual guidance as well as a quick go-to, because, you know, the amount of tunes we get sent to master and stuff, we have to get through them quite relatively quick. That visual aid also helps as well. Mate, really, really appreciate you sending that in. That brings us to the end, party people. So for you that all missed it, make sure you watch it on the rerun. I'm going to have a quick look to see who's online, and then we can raid out. So once again, party people, thank you so much for you lot joining us and sticking around. It's been some absolute smashes again. We're going to raid out into drum and basics, but for those that have just joined us, welcome in. You missed a good show, some absolutely heavy hitting tunes. Big ups everybody. As I say, Hazardous Music, you fucking just smashed it, bro. Like punching your mum in the throat, the whole lot. London smashed it, bro. Everyone smashed it. Cosmos, Scotty Ups, Ballisticus, Drillo G, you know what I mean? Big ups to everybody. I'll see you on the other side. So the next show will be the 6th of Feb. And in the meantime, you can catch me and Papa G back to back on Saturday, 5 till 6 on the raid train. And then, yeah, I'll see you then. So big ups to everybody and have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you come from. Big ups.